Good morning, everyone. You know, there's an incredible website called GoDaven.com. GoDaven has the schedule of prayers in synagogues around the United States and Canada, where you could put in a location or a zip code, and it'll tell you the exact time that you can find a minyan for Shachris, Mincha, or Ma'ariv. Now, we all know the word davening means prayer. Why don't we say GoPray.com? What is davening? And the answer is found in this week's Torah portion. Remarkably, Moses is about to pass away, and he says, "Today's the last day of my life. I am 120 years old today. It's my birthday. And I'm going to give you the last commandment, commandment number 613 of the Torah." And what is the 613th commandment? Moses says, you shall write for yourself a Torah scroll and teach it to the Jewish people. Place it in their mouth, that they should constantly study and speak the words of Torah. But here's what's so fascinating. This is the conclusion of the book of Devarim. Devarim means words, also in English known as Deuteronomy. And the Torah is all about words. However, when Moses talks about the 613th commandment, he doesn't refer to it as the words of the Torah. He says, write for yourself this song and teach it to the Jewish people so that this song will be in the mouths of the Jewish people. And the question is, why does Moses refer to it as a song? And there are many answers. For example, that the Torah is a chorus that has many different voices singing along. As you know, there are 70 faces to the Torah. There are many interpretations to every word of the Torah. That's one answer. A second answer given is that you could have the same words sung to different melodies, which means that every generation can sing their own tune to the same words of the Torah. The words of the Torah are eternal, but the melody can change from generation to generation. But the obvious answer is that, you see, the words of the Torah are intellectual. It's wisdom. But it's not enough to observe Judaism intellectually. In order for Judaism to be passed on from generation to generation, it has to become a song. A song is something that connects your intellect to your emotions, to your feelings, to your passion, to your love. And therefore what Moses is saying is the Torah has to be passed on from generation to generation through studying the words of this song, that it should be sung. And that's why in Judaism we don't go pray, we go daven, because davening is melodies. It's fascinating that we're coming to the high holidays now, and we could say the same Kaddish on Rosh Hashanah and on Yom Kippur that we say all year round, but it's sung to a very special melody in honor of Rosh Hashanah, a special melody in honor of Yom Kippur. The same Kaddish we say on Shabbat is sung to a different melody than we do it during the weekdays. And the same thing is with the Amidah and all of our prayers. Just by hearing the melody, you know whether it's Shabbat, whether it's Rosh Chodesh, whether it's Rosh Hashanah, whether it's Yom Kippur, whether it's the three major festivals. We don't sing, we don't pray, we daven. We sing it with the melodies appropriate for that occasion, which sets the tone literally for the experience of that holiday. Same thing as with Torah. We say the reading of the Torah, but in Hebrew it's called Kriyat HaTorah, which means we chant the Torah, we sing the Torah. And even when you go into a yeshiva in a study hall, we don't just read the words of the Talmud, we sing it. And that's the message of Moses, sing it, because then you will pass it on from generation to generation. And what Moses perhaps is saying to the Jewish people is, I am passing on, but now every one of you Jews must become a leader. Every Jew in the nation must become a leader to your family, to your community. And you do that by singing the song of Judaism. You know, a number of years ago, we started a program at the Palm Beach Synagogue called the Solomon Leadership Program. And we have mentors who mentor children on what it means to be a leader. And this program has grown now to 15 different locations throughout the United States and Canada. And what is fascinating is that when the kids come and learn from these mentors and these guest speakers, it's not just the words, the education that they learn about leadership. It's the relationship with the mentor, with the speaker. It's the song that they imbue into these children, the passion to be a leader, to make a difference, to impact the world around them. There's a story told about a meeting that once took place in the forest. They were going to nominate a new king of the forest. And all the animals gathered, and the lion stood up and said, well, obviously I should be the king of the forest because I'm the mightiest beast. The Talmud says a little bird stepped forward and said, actually, I think I should be the king of the forest. And the lion laughed and said, how can you compete with me? And the lion leaned back on his hind legs and gave a mighty roar that reverberated through miles throughout the forest, demonstrating his power and why he should be the king of the forest. And then the Talmud says the little bird said, now it's my turn. And he began to chant and chirp a little song. And when the bird started to chirp its song, the birds in the tree above began to join in to the song of the bird. And then the trees and the birds in the next tree joined in, and the next tree. And the song of the bird started to travel throughout the forest. And then the Talmud says the singing of the birds traveled further than the mighty roar of the lion. There are two ways to lead. One is with power, as dictators and despots do. They use their power to suppress others, to control others, to rule over others. But that is like the mighty roar of the lion that dies at some point. When that powerful king or monarch or dictator dies, his power is gone, and therefore his leadership is over. Moses says to the Jewish people, I'm going to sing a song, the song of the Torah, and you learn the melody and sing it, and then your children will sing it, and your grandchildren will sing it. And the leadership of Moses lives on till today, 3,300 years later, through the song that he began to sing with the Jewish people at Mount Sinai. Let us sing the song of Judaism. Let us use our voices, not just our words, but our song, our melody, our passion, our love, and our convictions to imbue and inspire others to join in this beautiful melody, because that's the meaning of leadership that Moses passed on to each and every one of us. Have a wonderful day.